Good evening, everyone. Hope y'all are having a good night. So, it's been a few days. Sorry I took most of the week off last week. I was busy doing stuff around the house, from installing new boards on my deck to installing baseboards and window trim, and actually you can see some of the work I've done. Which way? Over there, right? So this window, I've redone the trim around and installed a drop ceiling, all kinds of good stuff, fun stuff. So yeah, I was out working on that primarily. So sorry I didn't stream most of last week, but back at it this week. So let's go ahead and get this party started. I haven't really looked at anything since the last time we streamed. So and I think the last time we streamed we just played Apex. So we're gonna be doing some game development tonight, mainly around the 2D planner. I think last time we got animations working, but we did not get movement working. In other words, like when you actually hit the right key, does the character move from tile 1 to tile 2 and play the animation in transit. So we're going to try to get that working today and go from there. So let me switch on over. Alright, so this is where we were on, I don't even know, Friday of the previous week. That's where we started, or where we stopped last. Switched out my coffee tonight for some protein shake. I've already had 2 coffees today, so figured I didn't want to push it. Let's see if I can see if it'll let me do ideally it shows me the grid, but it doesn't seem to be letting me do that. Or do I just have to click it? No. Alright, well, we'll go with that. Let's see. Scripts. Map Manager is probably not the best, but that's fine. Because I think this was the script I was using Okay, yeah, so let's use like so there's player animation. Wherever I put that, I probably dropped it at the root. Yeah. So we take that and put it in scripts. And I'll create a new script that is for player movement. And player animation. Where did I do that? I would assume I put that on the player, right? That would make sense. Yeah. And player movement will also go. Oh. Surprised it didn't rename it for me when I renamed it in Unity. It's kind of lame. Alright, now can I put it on the player? Maybe? Drag this. Okay, so then player movement. What it's probably gonna do is also need to get. So there's this map manager. I have a feeling. So there's player animation, which uses. Oh, never mind. I thought this one used the map, but it does not. Oh yeah, well, there was a bug last time, I believe, that we needed to address, but it's probably, I think it was about state machines. We need to make a better state machine. Specifically for the animator to make sure it matches, because I think if we just, so yeah, this script's gonna need access to the map or the grid. So that's what I was referring to specifically. But if you, I believe there's an issue that we saw last time, where if you press two keys at the same time, or just like mash a whole bunch of things, you get into a weird state, and you end up still walking, but you're not actually doing anything. And that's, I think I can do animator maybe? Yeah, so it's, yeah, see all the, it thinks I'm in the idle state, the walk up state, walk left and walk right. And it just happened to get stuck. What if there's like a variable? Oh, let me stop this. Yeah, so the problem is if you look at this 2D grid here, or not 2D grid, this like state machine essentially, you can only transition to certain states from other states, right? So let's just take like idle right, for example. Idle right can only go to walk right, walk left, walk up, walk down, or yeah, so those are the only state transitions you can get to from there. So that should be represented in the coding, but that's not actually the case. It could reset something, for example, and cause other issues. So there really should be like more structure around this, like if you're hitting the up arrow, and which means you should be walking up, then you need to only do that if you have a valid state transition to walking up. Like in other words, you'd have to be an idle up. pretty much any of the idols. Because you shouldn't be able to go from walking down to walking up directly. You need to go to idle first. So, but in this current structure, you could go straight to it by clicking up and then hitting down while you have up held. So we will work on that next, I think. First thing is, let's see if we can get player movement working. So first thing is I need to get the grid, which I just need like two tile maps, right? Is that what it is? Tile map, yes. If there's a way. So I could just get the grid. So I can do like get find component object of type. Boom. Grid. And then we can just do so I can get the world grid, and then what's that gonna give me? That's just gonna give me, if I can get world. So that'll give me the game object. Ultimately, I want these two separate things. I guess it doesn't really make too much of a difference. I'm just going to use tags for these. So I have a empty list of tags. Walkable. And then we'll have obstacle. And maybe like interactive? Oh, can you both be an obstacle and interactive at the same time? This is where tags fall short, I think. Because you can only have one tag. We'll leave that for a later discussion. Oh, that's interesting. They will be the removed tags. They will be removed from the list the next time the project's lighted. Womp womp. All right, so I'm gonna make this base layer walkable, and then this top layer, this higher level, that's the obstacle. All right, so that should be able to. We can get components in children. We get components in children. And this can be a tile map. Maybe. That's what it's called, right? It's tile map. All right, let me look this up. I'm pretty sure Unity tile map API. Might be a different. I might have to do an import or something. Speed. It's local to sell. Oh, grid layout. So are there more than one grid? All right, we're gonna try this and see if we get 2 or if we get 1. Because I don't know. What does that give me? So this will let us do lookups of the current, character position in the tile map, essentially. Why is this not? Why? Oh, yeah. Okay, so let's give this a whirl. Attach it and go. Yeah. Save. World grid. Did it find that at least? It did. Found. Okay. Found 3? What? What the hell? Alright. So. Oh, the grid counts as 1. Grid 610 from a grid layout? Implements grid layout. Son of a bee. I mean, technically, this is all I need. So I may be okay with just this. The only thing I won't be able to do with this is the obstruction checking, but I don't think I'm gonna try to do that off the get-go here. I am kind of. What the hell? Origin 0, for the level 1. Which is fine. That's 22 by 18. Okay. This one's origins at -37, -23. And it's way larger? I am confused. Can I get a tag? Alright, well, I'm somewhat interested. So like, for each grid layout in game object not what I wanted. I'm curious if I'm just want to make sure that they actually all map to the same location in the grid, because if they don't, that's jacked. And I'm gonna have to figure out which one I'm actually supposed to use. So local position. This is, was it a vector 2? Should be a vector 2, I hope. Fuck. Vector 3 int. I guess they support 3D tile maps? That seems weird. Position. For grid name or something? What is? Oh, there's a git tag. Yeah, there's a git tag. All right, there's that. Stop this. Go again. Did I save it? Nope. Classic. It's worked. And it's consistent. So it doesn't look like it matters. So, for the time being, I'm not going to use this. I do want, can I do grid, like world grid dot set local to cell? Okay, so that works. Okay, so in that case, I think this is fine. I'll use that when I need it. And then so here's a question. So local position is O.1.1, right? So if we look at the stats, the player is at, I mean, that's roughly right. Okay. I'm curious if it gives us the, like the center, or does it give us a different value? So let's do this. Let's do. I say we're gonna get the vector 3 int current position equal world grid. Oh, interesting. So there's position, which I think is world position. And then this is, then there's local position. So I think this is accurate. because I need to actually figure this out, because apparently they have two different kinds. They have local to sell, and they have world to sell. I don't know which one's which. Interpolated. Converts an interpolated cell position and floats to local position space. Okay. Okie. So I think I did local to cell before, so we're just gonna run with that. And then, so if I take vector 3 int new position equals current position. Have a clone or something? No. Just gonna modify it a little bit. Just like we're gonna move 1. So, and then I'm just gonna print these, make sure that everything is good to go. And a new position. Alright, so that'll give us that, and then so now I'm kind of curious if it's going to give me back the same position or if there's some kind of rounding going on. Cell 2. Because it is taking a float and converting it. Let's see what this gives us. Alright, so local and world are the same. That's fine. So it does look to be converted. Or rounded a bit. So it must give... what? What? So it's maybe hard to see, but down here, so you get 0.1, 0.10 world position, 0.1, 0.10 local position. Convert that to cells, and you get 0, 0, 0 as the current position, which is fine. Makes sense, I think. Based on... Hey, Brandon. Hope you're having a good night. Appreciate the like. Yeah, so the current position 0, 0, 0. That seems legit because the grid seems to be 0, 0 in the center. New position, if I add 1 to X, makes 1, 0. That's fine. But then when I convert it back, that's when things get wonky. Current position converted back to local position, which should match the first one, which is 0.1, 0.1, has been rounded to 0, 0, and the new position has been rounded to 1, 0. So, like, let's just do this. And you'll, I think, see... Like, we just set it back to the ridge here. We run this baby again. I have a feeling he's gonna move and he's gonna be all out of whack. Where's this grid? Yeah. Trying to think how to fix this. Wonder where the interpolated. Maybe the interpolated is better. Because it looks like we're losing precision somewhere. I mean, it's just loss of data. That's what happens when you convert it from a float to an int and then try to convert it back to the float. You naturally lose some kind of information. There's no way you can't. It looks like it naturally places the position in the bottom left hand corner. So like if we look at this grid, so when you convert it back, if you're anywhere in this grid, it just gets sucked down to the bottom left. So if I stop this and let's just say instead of current position we do local position, or new position, sorry, which should be 1 over, it should be centered on the bottom corner. No, wait, what? The F? Did I mess something up here? What? I didn't save it. Jesus Christ. Stupid thing not saving. This is the worst. Alright. Oh, new. Oh, new. This looks like not what I thought. So that's interesting. I think every cell is actually 0.25 of a unit. I think that's true. Yeah. It's because of this grid scale being 0.25. So to actually move just one cell unit, you would need to actually do the private float grid scale. And so grid scale would equal the size of, actually I'm kind of curious what the cell size would be. Would that be correct? All right, so I'm gonna debug that. What is build errors? What are you talking about? Oh. Oh. Well, that's a massive flaw. What? So you can, because these are ints, you can't actually give it a float value. All right, well, we'll get to that. Maybe I should change this to once. All right, so world grid. World grid. Cell size is 1, 1. What? Cell swizzle. Oh man, that's classic. Okay. The problem is if I set that to 1, the way we got it to work. So if you do 1, 1. It's just ordering. Interesting. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. So if I set this to 1, 1, and then set this to 1, 1. Just seems obnoxiously large, right? Right? Where did it put him? Yeah, so now he's correct. Whatever. I think that's fine. It's a cell size. What's maybe what if you do that did some weird stuff. Zoom. Yeah, so that messes up the sprite if you try to manipulate that. Okay. Just now the freaking flowers and stuff are way the hell over there. It's not a huge deal. Wait a second, don't do that. Alright, let's do the tile palette, maybe? Doop 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 doop. Alright, now we can paint ground level 1. We'll do this one. Just do something like that. Actually. Boop. Boop, boop, boop. Good enough. That'll at least give us something to work with when we get to obstructions and stuff. Okay, so now go ahead and make sure. Okay, so this seems right. World, blah, blah, blah. Actually, let me try restarting this again. Oop. Because I'm curious. Because now we should know. Cell size 1, 1. Is it a vector 2? Wonder if it's gonna be okay with that. Yeah, it is. Okie doke. So then we can do plus equals cell size X. There's no. Really? What the F? Okay. Can't maybe cast a friggin' float. Here, let's do this. Oh, I was about to say, it's okay casting a vector to int, or float to an int. That's bold. There we go. All right, so I think that'll work. I wonder if there's a way that I can set the player. Stop this. Okay, so it moved him over correctly. What if there's a way that I can render this? Trying to see if there's a way to render this without, so I don't have to manually compensate for the grid every time I move this dude, because that would be unfortunate. Doesn't look like I have a choice. So what we can do is, if input get key code dot, we're just gonna do right arrow for right now. So if you press the right arrow, we're gonna trigger basically moving right. Do. time since move. Then we can just do private float moving time equals like, I don't know, half a second. I don't. It's hard to tell. So if time since move is greater than or equal to moving time, so super dirty for right now, but deal with it just for a sec. We're just getting this at least. This needs to move up above. All right, so if we're moving, go ahead and move blah, blah, blah. So start position equals get current whatever. We're just gonna assume right now. Yeah, so start private vector 2. Vector 2. Yeah. Do I care about what cell? I'm debating whether or not I should store a vector 2 int or a vector 2 float. AKA, do I want to store the cell position in the grid, or do I want to store the actual world location that I'm moving to? Thinking. I think I want to know the final place I want to go, like the world location. Yeah. So I'm gonna store a vector 2 int for the start location. And then in position will be okay. So get current position, basically we'll just do what I do up here, which is take this I guess all I have to do here is just do What is it called? Current location? Start location. Well, do I need it? We'll call it private vector to int current location. And we'll set that. Interesting. So it can't do really? I didn't think that was gonna work. Jesus. It's very picky. This has burned me before. Is like not doing vector 3 ints. Just tends to never go well. Just use the vector 3s, even though you don't use the third index or whatever. The third variable. They force you to do it because you can't do a lot of conversions. So in this case, I actually don't need this. The current location. Okay. Okay, so current location. This one would be basically because we're moving right. So I can call this a vector 3. We would do what we did up here, which is actually, no, that's not what we want to do. We want to take the world grid and then the cell to local. So we would just take the current location. I think it's this, maybe? I think it's, yeah. Is going to be unhappy about that and not being able to modify a local variable. It's not, unless you make it a reference or an output variable, you're not allowed to just use it. What the hell is this thing talking about? Okay, maybe. So cell to local, and you give it the new location, and that should be able to just So sprite compensation should be half the cell size equals actually this. This, roughly? Let's see how happy it is about that. It's probably not. It gives me vector 3. This needs to be a vector 3 as well, apparently. Okay. It's fine with that now. Okay, so I'm gonna try this to make sure that everything seems fine. So stop this, start it. Okay, so my dude is over here chilling at a good old half position. He's at 0, 0. Now if I hit right key, we go to moving, sure, and move to the right one. Let's see, end location should be 0.55. I don't know, I think that's right. Here's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna like hard set that junk. We're not gonna linearly interpolate yet. Actually, it might be easier if I just do math.lerp or something. Mathf.lerp. Linear interpolate between A and B by time t. Sure, sounds right. Linear interpolates between A and B by t. Let me just make sure I'm understanding that right. Do you have a vector 3? Ah, it was there, and then it wasn't. Parameter t is clamped to the range 0 to 1. This is most commonly used to find a point some fraction of the way along the line between two endpoints. To move an object gradually between 2 points. Yep. Okay. Huh. I'm surprised they did this work, though. So they calculate the distance between the two places. And then they calculate how much time has passed times the speed to figure out how much distance has been covered. And then divide that by the journey length to know how much of a fraction of the total distance they've covered. And then they use that as the time. Why wouldn't you just use time? I guess because their speed is different. So it's units per second. Well, I'm just saying I want to take half a second to go from A to B. So really it should be vector3.lerp. Actually need starting location. Bum, bum, bum. So technically it should be starting location, end location, and then this should be from 0 to 1, so it should be the time since move divided by the moving time. And so this should give me like that. I don't know. This might work. Might blow up in a glorious way as well. So we'll see. All right. So we start it. That worked. It's a freaking miracle. Yeah, so the other thing is the start location. Wait, should that? Okay. Thanks, Grandma. It's always fun. All right, so I'm gonna try this out real quick. I have a feeling it's not actually. Oh no. Yeah. I think it is breaking out of the loop. But let's try it. So the first move seems to work fine. Animation plays and everything. So it goes boop. And we're not going to see it because it breaks first. Yeah, so it's going to set. If we just. So yeah, the starting location. Start location is 0.5.5. 0 and end location is 1.5 0.5 0. So that seems fine. So if we continue, and then by the time we get back, he will have already moved. Now when we press it again, oh, I'm not on the wrong screen. I'm on the wrong screen. All right, press it again. Let's see what we get this time. Okay, so start location is 1.5. End location is 1.5. What? It's because I have two different variables used for this. Yeah, this is what I get for using two variables for the same thing. Current location, start location. Should be the same at all times. They're not, and that's why I updated start location to be the current location, but the current location here, sorry, I updated the start location to be the transform local position, which is the actual current position, which is good. But then I go and use current location, which is only updated once when we start here. So that is not useful. Okay, I know it's wrong. I got it. So current location, probably not the best. We don't actually need that. So we're going to convert this to use the start location, which should be a vector 3. Yeah, so then what we end up having to do is doing a world grid conversion that takes the world cell and we convert it to, sorry, the world location and convert to cell location. So that's what we were doing before. Oh, this thing's super mad. Okay, I don't even need any of this. I think that was all just testing. All right, now I should be able to at least move right a whole bunch. That will be it though. Right off the screen. I got animations for the other ones, but I can't actually move those directions. Okay, so we've got right movement. All right, I'm gonna extract this out into a separate method. Is there like some kind of fancy? Holy crap! It lets you do. Oh, that's fantastic. So just a heads up, you can hit Alt Enter after you highlight something, and it gives you the option to extract that junk into a new method. What are we gonna call it? Move player. So that's fantastic. All right. The harder part is the movement detection stuff. So somewhere else I have a, yes, this thing. General. Wait, what? Can't just add a. All right, that's ridiculous. Did this previously? Let me see. Is it in there? Slurp. Spherically interpolate between two vectors. Interesting. Difference between this and the linear interpolation is that the vectors are treated as directions rather than points in space. The direction of the return vector is interpolated by the angle, and its magnitude is interpolated between the magnitudes of from and to. Huh. the hell would you use that for? Maybe like a spaceship game or something where you're... That's interesting. Okay. Well, today I learned something new. Alright, so ideally I want to extract this out because this is general purpose stuff. Can I just do a C# editor script? Can't just do like a C# stuff? Oh, it is what it is. It's gonna just call it whatever. I don't want a mono behavior. Namespace. Dude, I don't think you can do this. I think it has to be. Let's just start with a letter. Yeah. So dumb, in my opinion. Really? Can't right click rename this. Okay. Well, anyways, what did I call it over here? Direction. Just make this public. Let's see. It's like using planner. Is that how you do it? Got him. I have to rename it over here, maybe. Yeah. All right. So then, what we can do over here is take a planner direction, and actually, let's do here. This would be planner direction. Wow. Oh, I didn't know I could do that, but now I do. Yeah. Alt-Enter is like the command of all commands. All right. So if you're not moving, actually, let me do this. So this should probably be moved. So start movement. So only if you're not moving do we need to do anything. And is it gonna be? Interesting. So I guess I have to do it the hard way. should make this make sense. So if they're pressing right, up. Alright, else. I'm gonna clean this terrible formatting that it's doing for me right now. Alright. So much grunt work. Alright, so right or left. Left apple? Oh, okay, okay. I got you. Little Apple Mac stuff in there. I see what you're doing there. Okay, so what we can do is, if we're not moving and they press any of these keys, I don't really want to set all this crap in the same, like, over and over again. So what we can do instead is just have a direction. Is that okay? Is it okay with that? No, it's not. Oh man. Does it I have to do something like this? Yeah. Okay, so if I do this, then I can do stuff like this and get away with it. What the hell did I just do? Alright, well, whatever. I'll know if I accidentally deleted something. Alright, so then I can do if direction. It's means we're actually moving, then you can do the work. And then over on the direction side of things, let's see. There's ways that we can make this all better, but we're just gonna go with this to make sure that it actually works. Because one thing you could do is like make this more intelligent, right? Like get next position instead of like you can encapsulate direction into another thing, and then all you have to do, you could have it all built in to the direction stuff that gets passed in. So then I don't have to do yet another check in here, because now what I'm gonna have to do is check for these 4 things and figure out which direction I need to go. Distraction compensation. Okay. Because now I gotta do this. And basically handle all these cases, which is a little dumb. Alright, let's try this again. Now I should be able to move in all directions, maybe. Maybe. Just as long as you don't hit two at the same time. The animations get all whack. I mean, the movement's fine. But you'll notice the animation's all jacked up. And that's my original issue that I mentioned at the very beginning of the stream, which is that the animation script doesn't have a good state machine structure to it. These coasters I have are not very good coasters. They're made of this like rubber plastic. And you know what doesn't soak up water very well at all? Rubber. So instead, the thing sticks to the bottom of the cup. You pick it up, it falls off, and splatters water all over my keyboard. That's always good. Good stuff. Okay. Feeling good about this. Feeling good. Do I really want to try to tackle the state machine problem right now? Might go play a game for a bit and then go to bed a little early. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Alright, let's do that. So, next time we will, I'm gonna fix that state machine problem in the animator. So they don't have weird states where you get stuck going in weird animations that shouldn't be happening. But good progress. We got the movement down. You can at least move around the map as long as you don't like mash all the keys at the same time. Progress. All right, let's see. Nobody's really on, but we'll play some Apex. This game has been extremely frustrating lately. That is for sure. Let's do... I don't know, this new patch is... it's okay. A little bit of love-hate relationship with Apex. It's like the games were going complete trash last night when I played a little bit. And then the last game I played, I won. And it's just like, really, really, Apex? This is what you do to me. I mean, look at this. Did 1,300 damage, 4 kills, and we won. Like, what? That is Apex, though. I gotta get a ton of damage with light machine guns. Playing duos, though, is where it's at. I'm not gonna lie. Why is that one all of a sudden? Oh, it's locked, but I've unlocked it because I have gotten enough treasure packs. So I wonder if I can like front load the treasure packs. If I once I get like 40, doesn't even tell me I need. Does I need 45 for that? So I've gotten. Okay. Catch up. What does this mean? Because I'm saying, can I get 45 treasure packs even if all the hunts aren't unlocked? Because every week they unlock one hunt, but yeah, to be able to play the one hunt, you have to collect 5 treasure packs. So the next one, the thing releases tomorrow, but I already have my 5. So I wonder if I collect another one today. Will I start working towards my next one? Or do I have to wait until the first hunt drops before I can start collecting toward the next one? If they were smart, they would have waited it. They would make you wait.
My shield, my life.
And by smart, I mean make it highly, highly annoying for us.
Master, I'll lead us to where we claim the most lives.
But at the same time, it would make you have to play 5 days every week. I don't know. About to find out. Hopefully this match. But yeah, yesterday when I was playing, it was like, the people I was playing with in the duos were dropping hot every single drop, and we would just get annihilated. Actually, we wouldn't get annihilated. We would kill 2 teams, then the 3rd team would come, and they'd be like, GG's, you didn't even, you used all your mediocre. Okay, so I can get a treasure pack. It's basically like you used all your mediocre gear. And another team comes in and it's like, I don't even know what to do about this. There's nothing. Got nothing left.
Round 1, beginning ring countdown.
Oh, that's classic. Eva 8. Oh snap! Look at this. It's all up in the way. All right. That old big tanker boy here. What?
Optics here. Close range.
What?
Always keep an eye on sight.
Beware, I've added a variable. That's mine.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it.
Eva 8 here.
Actually, should I? I don't know what to do. Ah.
All things die, even champions.
New kill leader. Call him if you spot him.
Meanie Mango. What a name.
Ultimate accelerant here. I need an extended light mag.
That's a test of my will.
1 minute until the nearby ring
This
closes.
dude is gone.
Gotta hop up.
This is
Wingman here.
R301 here.
Dude, I don't want a 301, bro. You can keep that. Oh, I need to do light machine guns. Crap. I need a Spitfire.
Optics here. Mid-range. Shotgun bolt here. Level 3.
Charge tower here. If you could use the juice.
Jeez. I don't need this, bro. You probably don't even need this. We ran opposite directions.
It's on. Ring's moving.
So I need a Spitfire or an L-Star. Which one do I have a higher probability of actually doing some damage with. If I had to guess, I would say the Spitty.
Tango spotted.
Yes.
Care pack is touching down. They usually carry rare platforms.
How did he spot that? Bro. He saw. I can barely see that dude. He's like a freaking ant.
Spotted one. Subject spotted.
This dude's pushing hard. Bellstar. I hear it. I hear the...
Frag out.
Oh, come on, bro.
Firing. Spotted. Double timing it. You're on the ship.
Get out of here, bro.
Subject deceased.
Reloading.
Appreciate your help, bro.
No quarter given.
Better backpack, please.
Got a standard stock here. Level 2. Reduces recoil.
Oh, thank God.
Healing my wounds.
I need heavy ammo.
Yeah, I'm on here, bro.
Heavy ammo here. I need an extended light mag.
Mm.
New kill
Man,
leader.
who had a
Watch
gold
your
shield
six.
that got wrecked by us? Oh, man. Third party. That's no good. Can you hear it stuff?
Spotted
Behind
one.
us.
Contact.
Close.
Heat on last. Reloading.
Getting shot at. Take a deep breath.
Reloading.
Recharging shields.
Fire.
Getting shot at. Subject down. Reload.
Give my shield a recharge. Reloading.
Oh, what?
There's avoiding.
Oh, we got wrecked. I call it, by the way. Third party central. So let's see. Okay. So it does look like I can collect treasure packs prior to the... How'd I get 2 kills, but I didn't get the knock. I got an assist, maybe? Needed 2 kills as cost, or 2 knockdowns as caustic, and I somehow managed to get 1, but I got 2 kills in the past game, the old game. How does that make any sense? So you can collect them beforehand, before you,
I wish for one
You
thing.
actually get the hunt unlocked
Results.
every week.
Powered up and ready to go.
Jeez. That team was unfortunate.
This is your champion.
I even armor swapped.
Join my experiment below.
Still got lasered. They took us on one and they still beat the shit out of us.
Not too quick for
Oh,
your take, are you?
man.
Then again, you're not too
no.
quick on anything.
Master,
Uh,
I'll decide on a course. I have a
Right
subject.
here, bro.
I feel most
Is that
alive
how I
when
do it?
weapon.
I've never seen that, like, whatever diving thing. That's ridiculous. Alright. We're going light machine gun central here. Let's see if I can find one. Need L-Star and a Spitfire. So far, that's no good.
Round 1. Beginning ring countdown.
Look at the map. The next ring is far.
Longbow here.
Looking for Havoc.
Alrighty.
R301 here.
I can use that.
Attention. There
Havoc
is a
here.
new kill leader.
Thanks, man.
Keep eyes on the new kill leader. I need it.
Out of respect for this guy and him actually communicating, I feel like I should at least give a decent gun and not
Attention.
Heavy ammo here.
Kill leader.
Energy ammo here. Shotgun bolt here.
I
Level
need it.
3.
I'll just pick up an L-Star because L-Star is just wouldn't go well for me, I don't think. Spitfire I might be able to do. So I might keep this one and oh, this game's testing me right now. Jeez.
I can use that.
I don't. Oh, I'm taking this R9. You want this R9?
No, keep it. I have alternator, it's fine.
R99
I'm
here.
gonna-
Because I'm using the alternator as an attachment holder, so...
Okay.
The ring retracts in 1 minute.
Oh,
We should conduct a search right here.
The ring is quite far. There is not much time left. I'm flying! Extended heavy mag here. Level 2. Let's take backpack here. Level 2.
I will take that.
Warning. Ring movement in progress.
Come on, bro. Come on.
The ring's moving, friends.
See, I'm not gonna take. I'm not gonna take it. See how much respect I have for this guy, and not throwing this game by picking up an L-Star. Be devastation.
Zipline deployed.
Ooh, zipline.
Might be something.
Zippity-doo.
zipline here.
Very well.
Oh, should we go for put like the bunker thing on the
Care
side?
package being delivered.
Oh no, zone actually.
Incoming care package.
Yeah.
I love loot.
What's this dude talking about? Bunker thing over what? What? Oh, what? What?
Enemy spotted.
It's a
Yeah,
lifeline
I guess
package over
somebody
there.
dropped from the option. Oh, I don't have my zip line, the zip is over there. I see that box, but no fighting. Wait,
Oh.
go for this one, might have a shield for you.
Body shield here.
Solid.
Optics here. Close range.
Recharging shields.
Optics here. Close range.
No extend
Hey, good friends. There's
I
a
need
treasure
an
pack
extended
here.
light mag.
Hostile
Yeah, they're all over that thing.
The dropship.
Yep.
Attention.
Third body.
The kill leader has been eliminated.
I think they just finished though. Nope.
Subject
Yeah, two
spotted.
just zipped up.
Yeah, they're not fighting might be a bad idea though.
firing. Reloading.
Almost on the path.
30.
Shit, yeah, I'll get it.
Shields are recharged.
He's so low, he's so low.
Jeez. He's still on me. Jesus.
Well, let's just say a little
That's a
birdie.
terrible push. I thought that team dropped off. No, he's about to get lit. GG. That was terrible. Ah, that. Just gotta get one knock with this garbage dude. Ah, I should have trapped that other door. At least block the. It's unfortunate. This is why you need to play the same character most of the time. If I was a caustic main, I would have known to throw a trap on the other door. But I don't play that dude or this dude much at all. Boop, boop, boop. At least that dude talked though. Half my teammates don't say anything.
This experiment will sort out the capable from the incompetent.
Introducing your champion.
Rage Fury Cat. Well, right. Oh wow, that dude. That dude gave up that quick as hell.
Landing in this area yields a
We're doing it.
probability for success. I feel most alive when rapidly approaching my death.
That's a gold backpack. I got a grenade, y'all. One. And a gold backpack. I can't forget that. Def.
Attention. First blood.
First blood. The cycle has begun.
Extended light magna. Level 3. Fire. Reload. Enemy down. I'm spotted. Taking fire. Say what? Whole squad knocked.
What?
Attention. The champion has been eliminated.
That buddy boy just
Good. Jumping out.
kill a whole squad by himself. Pretty sure that's what happened. Sure is. He said, I don't need you, you just keep looting in there. Oh, you best believe I'm about to take this Spitfire.
Fun.
Dude, this dude.
Just giving my shield a recharge.
Coming, man, I'm coming.
Reloading. Firing.
Oh, please don't die before I get there.
Reloading. Just
Dude,
giving my
this
shield
dude's
a
doing
recharge.
hella damage. This is what I usually have to deal with.
Listen up. The ring be closing in 1 minute.
Find variable.
Listen up. I'm getting shot at. Recharging my shields.
Independent variable added.
45. Ring ain't close.
Gas trap deployed.
I haven't even seen this guy. He's like a phantom.
Enemy spotted. Throwing thermite grenade.
But it is super aggressive. Can't even keep up with him with the big old
Shooting.
tubby guy.
Reloading.
Oh god, this thing hops.
Down, down. Enemy down. Reloading. Listen up. The ring's moving. One in the squad.
Reloading.
I'm the kill leader. No wrong with body shield here. Level
That was the last one.
I didn't even know he was there. I was just like thirsty. Oh god, that dude's mad.
That's mine.
Oh, he's so mad. I was playing a crappy teammate. Thrusting the kill that I didn't even get.
Those care packages likely shift the delta in our favor.
Golly, I can't keep up with this guy. Oh man. Oh, he's gonna get. He or I am going to get annihilated. By ourselves somewhere. And watch, he's gonna rage. Hey. Appreciate the like, Faith. Hope you're having a good night. Oh no, this is where we died last time.
I need an extended heavy mag.
A Spitfire with a stock mag. Literally the worst. That's the whole point of having a Spitfire, is that you have 100 rounds to shoot somebody. Look at him charging in there like a fucking madman. What? This dude's a beast.
Target spotted.
Oh shoot! I did not even mean to do that.
Shields recharging. Target spotted. Enemy spotted.
Broke.
Reloading.
Blue.
Enemy kill. Shooting. Enemy over there. Reloading. Just giving my shields a recharge. Contact with target.
I have a subject in view.
Shooting. Reloaded.
Reload. That was the last one.
Pumped up. Reload. Just giving my shields a recharge.
Round 2. Beginning ring countdown.
Oh shoot!
Some damage over here. Help gonna be needed.
This dude is a monster.
Shields are recharging.
Shield battery here. Barrel stabilizer here.
I suggest we do some research in this area.
Absolute savage.
Hostile over there.
One batch of subjects remains. Understood.
This dude's hard pushing. It's like
Target spotted.
Understood.
Listen up, I'm getting shot at. Shooting.
broke.
Recharging my shields. Spotted. Taking fire. Enemy down.
Another variable for the lab rats. Only 30 seconds remain. Throwing flags. Tossing thermite. Death will have to wait.
Thanks. Recharging my shields.
Get out of here. Oh man. Dude's a freaking madman. He's like, go, go, go. I can barely keep up with big old Mamba Jamba Man. Look at that nonsense. What? 2,000 damage? That was basically by himself. I was just trying to catch some kind of luck behind him. Oh my goodness, that was insanity. It's extremely stressful. That's the one that I saw the other game.
I didn't say I mended broken hearts.
Let's see what else there is. Oh jeez. No, jeez. Lifeline skydive emote. That's pretty cool.
That was
Aloba. Cool.
So
Looks like Storm from X-Men. Is that oh yeah, that is the skin. These are awesome. Oh gosh. What? Oh Jesus. That's a cool one. Usually I don't care about these, but some decent backgrounds. Can't believe that's an epic skin. What the hell is this? This is garbage. It's a glorified blue skin. I need one of these though, for sure. The Wingdinger. I don't have a good skin for the Wingman. My best one. Yeah, I got this garbage. That one very much looks like these though. Pretty similar. Oh, that's cool. How much does this thing cost? 1,200. Crafting. I don't use that enough to justify buying it. Which one do I not have? Oh, the Havoc. I don't have a legendary. Those legendary skins are mediocre at best. That's cool. It's also cool. So I use the alternator a lot. Prowler has some sick looking ones like that. I should probably pay for that one. The Lightworker. Dark Realm. They don't have any good Prowler skins. Like that you could get free for free through some of these events. So don't really care about either of those. I also don't use the. That's cool looking. The Pioneer. Charge rifle. Eh. That's interesting. The Law Dispenser. Come up with these names. I don't have a good Eva, but honestly, that I don't really care about. I don't have any Mozambique skins. Oh no. That's the coolest looking one though. I have some cool Peacekeeper ones. Actually, I have a couple. Pretty legendary. I don't know, I think the only one that I would be willing to unlock would be the Prowler. The rest of these are okay. 301 doesn't have any good alternatives. They're all just eh. You'd think they would do a skin for that. Instead, we've gotten like several flatline ones. I think it's a flatline. Flatline's wait, what? Oh, it's right here. Instead, we've gotten 3 separate flatline events. I think actually 2. Got this one from an event, and then these 2 came from the last battle pass. It's like 301 is in desperate need. Prowler is as well. I didn't know you could do a random favorite skin on your weapon now too. That's pretty sweet. They run like deals on these or something. Like, who's gonna pay 500? That's $5 for this freaking charm. Are you kidding me? Nobody even sees it. I mean, I guess you do when you're playing, but it's just insane. Apex packs, heirlooms, which I may never get in my lifetime. Because they're stupidly rare. Like, why do they make these so rare? Guess that's what gives them the draw. Honestly, I don't even know which one I would get. I like Bangalore. I've been using Bangalore a lot, so she doesn't even have one. Have a heirloom yet, so not a big deal. Alright, I think that's it for tonight. I think I'm gonna go to bed, call it early. I'll be back on Wednesday for some more game development stuff. Hoping to do fix that bug, and then maybe we'll try out obstacles, maybe. Like, I want to make sure that we can do some kind of obstacle tiling and go from there. Because I think that's going to be important for the path planning, which I think is the next thing that we're going to try to do. So yeah, I think that's the plan. So fix the state machine animation state machine, and then see if we can get obstacle detection in there, and then go from there. But yeah. So yeah, hope y'all have a good night, and I appreciate y'all joining me tonight, and I will see you on Wednesday. Have a good night, and